There's not going to be any sound until I click into that window. Okay. Let me do this, that. Do, do, do. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Hey there, pretty kitties. It's time for Missy Cat Gaming. Well, it's time for me to not get any mounts. That's what time it is. Because we're gonna go for from the big boys today. I'm a little dry today, so I'm gonna be drinking some extra water. Should all drink water. Water's good for you. All right. So, Mana, Mana is speaking to me. Excuse me, I was interrupted. Um, so today we're gonna be using a website that keeps track of this for me. It's called Simple Armory. If you have not heard of it, it is phenomenal. It will make a list for you of exactly where you should go and what you should do when you are farming mounts and what you're missing. It keeps track of that for you. It does it for pets as well. Um, but we're going to use it for mounts today. And so I'm going to be running through that. And you'll see me teleporting and things like that. I do a very specific order that I do it in because it's, oh, hi, I know who you are. Um, yeah, so we're probably going to be very unsuccessful because these are the mounts I've been trying to get for years and they will not drop for me, but it's okay. And actually have something else running called Loot Appraiser. I mean, that's accurate. We're going to run Loot Appraiser, and that's going to tell us if we pick up something that's really fancy. We're not running Utgard Pinnacle, but it is on the list. Absolutely. No, we're going to start in Oldham. My hearth is set to Shrine, so I will be going back and forth to Shrine a lot when this was originally created. The current state of the portal rooms, as anyone who plays WoW would know, the current state of the portal rooms, as in nobody has portals except Stormwind, wasn't really a thing when this guide was created. Shrine.
Are mustering for another assault on the halls of origination.
Yeah. Okay, so he really wants me to help him out, but it's not gonna happen. Also, we're gonna take a hot second because we just don't need that kind of dialogue in our lives. That's better. We're antisocial. We don't want people to talk to us that loudly. So, back then, Shrine was where you went because there were all the portals still. And now that's Oribos, which is fine, but I'm not gonna go. Well, no. I guess that's only Stormwind now. Yeah. There's some still in Bifa, but it's just not worth it. But my hearth is set to Shrine for this simply because the portal in Stormwind takes you to Jade Forest, which is slightly garbage. Not a huge fan. So, we are actually not going to go the Vortex Pinnacle, but the Vortex Pinnacle does have another mount that I do not have. We are going to go to the throne, and we're going to see if we can get the Drake from Alakir. It's not going to happen. Like, it never happens. But I always start here because, well, I always start here because it's good to start with a short one if you're just going to get loot that you need to sell. Oh yeah, I'm running Loot Appraiser, and I sent all of my money for storage. I mean, I love Panda. That's the thing. I just I love Panda. I didn't play a lot of Panda, but I love it, and now I play a lot of Panda. The second half, probably the second half of the stream is going to be just nothing but running around in Panda because there's a lot of things that I'm missing from Panda. Um, okay, that's the right setting. I'm running Loot Appraiser so that we can know how much money I make from selling all of this random stuff because I'm interested. And I've sent all of my money to one of my other alts. You can see I have nothing monetarily in my bags. You can see I have money on other people. Do not have money on this girl. She is carrying 5 fragments of Valinir because we will be going to Old War. Of course we are, because Yogg's mount doesn't exist. I am the Flip Flap. That is me. This is the Sentinel bird form. I like it better than the Stormcrow. It's just my personal preference. I have not done the quest line. Well, I haven't done the class halls in Legion on this character because she's a farmer. And so I don't have the other bird form. I mean, it's on the list. The list is long. We'll get through the list. It's fine. So, when I am leveling on Mizzy Cat lately, we don't need achievements for here. I level as Bear. See, this guy. I level as Bear. We're not doing that for these particular dungeons. It is not necessary. So we are going to be Cat. Because Mizzy Cat. So, theoretically, I haven't done this since the squish. I will say that. But theoretically, nothing that is happening should take really any of my effort at all. It's very easy. All this stuff is very easy. They did squish all of the levels, reduced the levels by 50%. But I am fully prepared for that. Maybe. Possibly. Also, I'm really bad at Druid, so I just mash the buttons. Um, so yeah, just be ready for that. I might be like, why isn't it working? Because I'm hitting the wrong button. So we're gonna hit this guy. Ooh, he takes more than one hit. Fascinating. And then we're gonna go this way. Bop. And then we're gonna hit this guy. Come here, you. Yeah. Bring that down a little bit more. Okay. That guy, first guy, is still gathering his strength. We don't really care about him, though. He's not important. And I will say, I did this when it was current, and it was very, very difficult, and I make it look very easy because I am much higher level than everything. Oh, look! I hadn't done this on Heroic before. I got an achievement. I'm not sure exactly what she's done and what she hasn't done, so there's probably going to be some achievements today. Let's do this, just because it satisfies me more. Perfect. Right. So let's see what we get. Oh, and my great big tooltips that pop up in the corner, that is because I have something called All the Things, and it is for collecting literally everything in the game because I am insane. So I've collected 49% of all the things in the game, by the way. This is going to be belts. It's showing me that there are 2 belts that I don't know from this particular boss. And I got neither of those. I got a whole bunch of belts for people that I don't need. And you can see over here, they're not worth a whole lot. When things are worth a lot, it'll pop up and give me a big pop-up for it. Because I will also use this to farm transmog to sell. It's pretty great, honestly. Oh, excuse me. We need to be not in shapeshift form. This particular druid is a night elf, as you can see. And she does have a crown. Yes, I gave her one. It's because I wanted to. So, now we're going to fight Alakir. Here he is. He's a big guy. All old bosses have a small buffer between when you can actually do damage to them and when you cannot. You can see that there are many, many things I do not have from this boss. Oh wait, he died from my bleed. Okay, bye. So there are many things I don't have from this boss. So it pops up all those things. Because Mizzy Cat, who is running in midair, let's just get a little bit more of a... Love that. It's fantastic. Mizzy Cat doesn't have a lot of appearances for transmog, which you can use to change the appearance of your armor. And it's one of the reasons I'm using her for farming, because I don't have a lot of leather appearances. Because I don't have many characters that wear leather. So, I got a ding because I got a Zephyr's Call. That is the pet. That is the pet that specifically drops from this boss and is needed for the meta achievement, which I have because I have a lot of achievements. So, the pet actually sells for a decent amount of money, so I got a big ding pop-up for it. 1k, a little over 1k. The problem with pets, though, is that they don't sell very well. They do, but they're very niche. So you have to be persistent if you're selling pets, which I have done that before. So, all right, we are done here, I believe. Oh, and if you hear the sound go away, that's because I clicked out of the window. Yes, okay. So now we are going to use our Hearthstone and go to the shrine because we are skipping Vortex Pinnacle because it's annoying. I don't want to run it 10 times because you run it once on Heroic and then you run it many times on Normal to try and get the mount. That's one of the reasons I don't have that mount, because I am inherently lazy and I do not want to run it that many times in a row. So, we're in Panda. We're not gonna be working in Panda yet, but we are in Panda right now. So, let's go see. I would turn off all the things because when I'm fighting a boss, I don't like a really, really big tooltip that's expanded. But um, I definitely want to know what things I have and haven't collected. So we go this way, which it occurs to me I could have done this a little differently, but meh. Let's see. We want Wrath Dalaran. We're actually not going to go straight to Ulduar. We are going to go to Wintergrasp first to see if the vault is available to us because I also do not have the War Mammoth. Either way, we will not get through my entire list of things I need to run for mounts today because it's hours and hours and hours of work from multiple expansions. So I'm just gonna not do that all at once. Sure. The vault is the Vault of Archivon, which is the dungeon, or it's the raid, excuse me, that is located inside of the Wintergrasp area. It's only available to you if your faction is in control of it after the Battle of Wintergrasp. Because I am Alliance, we tend to not have Wintergrasp because on this server especially, Alliance and PvP kind of sucks. So I check every time I come to Northrend because it's really a crapshoot to see if we have it or not. But it is a raid, and inside of that raid there are 4 bosses. Um, and those 4 bosses, they all have a chance to drop a mount called the Black War Mammoth. It has been in existence. The Black War Mammoth has been in existence since Wrath. I have been trying to get it since Kata. That is many, 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 many years. um, but usually what happens is I fly over here because you can't see Wintergrasp's status accurately on the map because they have never yet fixed it, unless you're inside of it because of the way phasing works. So you have to be inside of Wintergrasp to actually see whether or not we control it for real. Usually either I fly in and it's a battle, horde controlled. So we're going to leave. That'll flag us for a couple of minutes, but we're going to be in the air, so it won't matter. Nobody's going to try to kill us anyway. We don't have war mode on. So horde controlled, or it's in battle when I fly in. And I could theoretically help when it's in battle and I fly in, except I'm not really good at most battlegrounds, and I'm definitely not good at Wintergrasp because I don't understand it and I don't understand what's going on. So I do not do it. I just try to sneak in. For a long time, I will say, and it's the reason why you'll see me get a lot of achievements and a lot of discoveries, which I get experience for because this character is not max level. Fantastic. Um, is because my farming character for a very long time was my mage because I could literally just run through everything and blow it up with arcane magics. And I considered doing that today because she's already max level, she's geared up. It would be very easy for me to do it with her. But I have a decent amount of the cloth appearances now because I used her to farm for so long. So we'll do it this way. It's a long flight because, long flight. It's always possible I don't have max level flying on this character. I'll have to look that up at some point. Suppose I could do it in flight since we're autopiloting to where we're going. We're going over there to the top of the zone so we can try and get Yogg-Saron's head, which is another mount that really just doesn't exist, and there are very few people in this universe that have it, and that's okay. We'll just keep trying. You can see we have these fragments of Valinir. These come from killing bosses. especially if you kill them on hard mode, which we will talk about in a second. Um, in Old War, they really shouldn't have made two raids with the same name, really. Um, Bosses in Old War drop fragments. If you get a certain number of them, you can turn them into a legendary from this expansion. I have that legendary on my main, but you know, you can always use more legendaries. Also, this quest over here is for another place we're going, where it's for another legendary that I already have. Because why not? Everybody needs all of the legendaries. That's what I always say. So, we still have a lot of space in our bags. Oh, I did get my particular tier helmet though. Oh, when we land, we'll learn that. Um, I did get a little bit of gear from the last raid, but not a lot, so we're not going to sell yet. Um, there is a place inside of Old War where we can mount up and sell, so we will use that when we go to Freya's conservatory. Right? I don't have a Thunder Fury yet. Um, it's on the list along with everything else. I do have half of the bindings for Thunder Fury, and I know someone um, who may or may not be in this chat who has, I believe, has a Thunder Fury. Um, I know that I need to kill Ragnaros in Molten Core more because I need to get the I need to get the eye from him as well. Too many legendaries. All right, so I'm gonna drop to the ground here. We're gonna learn. Perfect. So now, when we go to sell, we don't have to worry about selling something that we should have already learned. So, let's see. Um, I usually put... This is going to be... I don't know if this girl has done Old War. This might be a lot of achievements. Um, so we'll see how that goes. You guys can Thunder Fury all you want in my chat. I don't care. I am not Blizzard, who will... You can be reported for spam, and they will banhammer you. Thunder Fury jokes are fine with me. Completely irrelevant. Um, so, Old War used to have a normal and heroic difficulty, but because they have changed it, it no longer has that option, and if you want hard mode, you need to do certain things, but that was the same way before. You just don't really have a heroic quote-unquote difficulty. All right, so we're gonna authorize the security override so that everything tries to kill us at once. This can be a little bit of an issue. I have found that if I'm not very quick, the frost laser tends to freeze me and then I get run over by the um, tank. And if none of that makes sense, you will see in just a moment. All right. So, release the shield. Let me through. I could grab one of these vehicles. It is supposed to be... Um, it is supposed to be done in these vehicles. I am not doing it in these vehicles. And Braun's going to talk a lot, and we're not going to pay attention to him because we've heard this 1,000 times. Also, the fire elemental you're forgetting the name of is Baron Geddon. I have the bindings from him. I actually have the bindings on numerous characters, but I only have one of them, and I don't always have the same one. It's, yeah, it's something else. Alright, so let's see. Oh, yeah, no, we don't have a problem here. Come on. We're just gonna kind of run forward. Now, I always handle this the same way. This particular area, the towers spawn infinite enemies, or close to infinite. So you can hang out here and kill your way through and break all the towers and everything else, but I mean, they're not going to stop coming. And none of this stuff gives you any loot. And we're in this for loot. Yes, plate does have really good appearances. I have a lot of plate. So, we're gonna get all the way up to where these big guys are. Oh, they're gonna slow me. Oh no. Terrifying. Oh, they died. Yep, yep, yep. Many things trying to destroy me. That's fine. We're just gonna get way up here. We're almost to where we're going. We're gonna drag everything. Yeah, I mean, but I have found that some leather is really pretty, honestly. It's one of the reasons I'm trying to farm more leather appearances. I have a tendency to always be in cat form or some sort of form on my druid as well. I use leather for my rogue because that's more important. This seems a little excessive. Oh, it's these guys. Hey, hey, how you doing? We're just gonna kill these guys because they are annoying. And we can't really reach them, so we'll just do that. Oh, that's a big mechano spider. We're just gonna move forward a little bit. Like that. So we move forward. We don't really pull this stuff, though. If we move forward, then there is a terminus for how long they will actually spawn and come to us. But if you don't actually move into the room, then they will just spawn forever. If you stand at the edge of the room, then they will just come until you're overwhelmed, which never happens. It's just annoying. So there we go. We're still in combat because something out there is still coming to kill us. But usually it resets everything when we kill these things. So we're going to hope that that held through the squish. Oh, there's the other guys. Oh, and because this is a Mount Transmog farming run, we are not going to be doing Razor Scale or Ignis. I know they have appearances I don't have. I may not have the achievements for them. I don't care. Razor Scale tends to bug. She's stingy with her pet drop, which is the only thing she can drop that's worth something. And it tends to bug so that you have big, tall defender guys chasing you for basically the rest of the instance, and you can't mount up, and you can't sit and eat if you want to, and it's just very, very annoying, so we're not going to deal with that. Let's see. You gotta clear all these guys, because they will not let us keep going if we don't kill everything in this little area. So now Braun's going to talk to us for a hot minute. Because something's coming. We know this. And here's Flame Leviathan. Okay. Let's see how bad this is. We've gone down an expansion. So this should be actually easier than Alakir. And it is. It's just annoying. So, orbital countermeasures. Yeah, we know. It's going to knock us back some. We don't care. It doesn't hurt. The biggest thing is there will be beams of blue light, like that one, that come out of the sky, and they will freeze us if they hit us. So we are going to try very hard to not get hit by that because it is annoying. And then we're going to get flowers, whatever. There they come. Ooh, big flower. Again, we don't care. Oop, they're trying to knock me into the frost stuff, though. Oh, dead. We win. We did not get an achievement, so I have done this before. At least there's that. Alright, so if I was an engineer, I could break this down, get some more materials from it. I am not an engineer, so we're going to go over here, and we're going to open the cache, see if we get any appearances. We do not, so money. Here we go. We can mount up here, so we're going to be faster. I do clear most of the bosses. I don't like these two bosses. So I usually do not do them because it's not just about drops, it's also about time. There are many, many mounts to get and not a lot of time to get them, so I used to do this every week. And I guess if I'm streaming, I will be doing it every week, but it is very tedious. That's why I don't have some things. We killed him a little too quickly. He's not gonna give us the second box. That's okay for this particular boss. We don't really care. Get some more appearances. Not really. More gold. And here we go. And we're gonna go in here. I do usually mount farm and actually loot everything. Some people don't loot everything. I have a tendency to do it because, well, I'm usually broke, and I also have a tendency to spend all of my money on other people and buying things for other people. So it's good to get as much gold as we possibly can while we're doing these things. We're not going to fight the council. We're not going to fight Algalon. We don't need to do those things for getting to Yogg, but we do have to fight all of the keepers and then not activate any of them because we do want no keepers up, because that's the only way you get the chance to get the head. This instance is... Aha! So, we got a bind on equipped item, which is awesome. We're going to be able to use that for selling for transmog as well. Possibly, because those are male leggings and I have not collected them. So, that's fine. I mean, I didn't expect you to show up because I know that you got mandated in the morning. I don't have this appearance, so I'm probably going to send it to one of my characters that can wear it so that I can learn it. I usually don't sell a piece of transmog unless it's worth a lot of money, and that's an acceptable amount of money. Yeah, you should go to bed anyway. I'm just saying. So we're gonna get all of this. I could mine some of these things. I do have mining and herbing on this girl. But I'm not really gonna get anything except grays. And the grays aren't really worth that much, so we're not gonna waste bag space on that. The little bit of grays that we get are going to be vendored when we pop our mount before Euphraia, so it's just not worth the time of mining it all. Aha! So, BOE greens, not too bad. Under 500 I usually won't list unless it's got a decent sell rate because it's just not worth it. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna hit this guy a bunch. I'm gonna kill him in like 10 seconds. 5 seconds. We didn't actually kill him. We just helped him, I guess. But, aha! The ominous pile of snow. This is another pet. It is I don't know how it is selling for that much. It drops off of this boss like candy. I don't know how many of them I have caged and sold over the years because they are just so common. But the northern barrier is a shield. It is a BOE shield that I already have the appearance for, and it's worth almost 1,000 gold, so we probably will sell that because I already know the appearance. Oh, there's the cat lady. I apologize in advance if you are listening and not watching, because when I kill the cat lady, she's going to scream, and it's going to be one of the worst things you've ever heard in your life, because the cat lady scream is horrifying. And it's always been horrifying, and it never stops being horrifying. But first we're gonna free Thorum up here who is being controlled by bad stuff. So he's gonna yell at me a lot. When he's like, I remember you in the mountains, that is because he was part of the quest line of this zone. And it is very unfortunate that he ends up here. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna run up this way. We're gonna hit this guy. They're gonna open the door. We're gonna backtrack just a little bit. There we go. When you come here, and you do this as a group in time walking where it scales to your level, this area is really, really hard. It's almost impossible because it's very broken. But then again, time walking is very broken. So, very sad and unfortunate. It is. It needs some work. Oh, I got stunned by his hammer. Yeah, we've tried to run this one and a couple others. Just the scaling. They've fixed a lot of it now, but some of it is still very broken. And because they are working on other things, they are not trying to repair some of these things. Ah, yes. Yap. There we go. Okay, we know that. Aha! Oh, we are getting very lucky with the VoE drops today. Gotten several purples today, which with decent price points. It just means we're not going to get any mounts. That's how this works. I'm getting drops. All of my drop luck is going to the VoEs, and I'm not actually going to get any mounts. That's what this means. Oh, cat lady, here we go. You're warned. Never gets any better. Cool. Lots of stuff. We didn't learn anything. She didn't drop her pet. Stingy. Yes, I turned the sound down on purpose because I knew that that scream in particular I knew was going to be a problem. It bothers me. So I wouldn't want to bother other people with it. So we don't need to sell. We'll sell after Freya. We don't necessarily need to. You can mount up in this area. It makes it a lot faster. If you're max level, you can skip all of this trash. There are achievements if you gather it all up and kill it at the same time as her. We don't care about that. We're not achievement hunting today, and I have that achievement. I've had it for years. So that's all done. We'll just go ahead and kill all these plants. And then we'll pick up these boxes here. Well, there's a pattern. I would have said at one point that I would sell the pattern because it's male. But I do have a leather worker now. Even though she's just a baby. I do have one. So that will go to her, I think. I'm going to take a second and have some water. Alright, that's better. Let's see here. So we'll go over here. We'll mount up. Right there. If you play World of Warcraft and you are interested in transmog in any form, you should buy one of these mounts. You can change your appearance on the go. I have never regretted the amount of money that it cost me to buy this mount. I use it all the time on every character. So we'll do a quick repair. We'll sell all of our junk. And yeah, I think we'll just keep going. I don't think we need to do a complete flush yet. Maybe we'll do that at the hour. I think that after, yeah, before our next raid will have to flush out. Fun fact, you never have to ride the tram if you don't want to. You can just take the teleporter right to the Spark. I am sure it's not supposed to work that way because I've never been here and you're only supposed to have the teleporter for places you've been. But it absolutely works that way, and you never have to actually take the tram if you don't want to. And if you're farming, then obviously you don't want to because it takes a bunch of time. Oh, did you not know that? Yeah. No, this is part of why I do this kind of thing. Yeah, no, it's really great. We're gonna push the button because we always push the button. Don't push the button. Well, I pushed the button, and then we're gonna hit this guy. He gets blown up. We back up and we wait. Lots of summoning. Now, fortunately, one of the longest RPs, in my opinion, that you have to deal with when you're mount farming is Arthas and Invincible. But I don't have to do that farm, so we're not going to have to deal with that. I think it was 2 years ago now that I got my Invincible. He's going to keep talking. There we go. Nope. There we go. He's going to come out again, and then we're going to change forms. I almost got fake guild kicked. I have really good mount luck for stuff. We do, and I do definitely think that needs to happen. Also, this head needs to be attackable. Hello. Oh, there you are. I'm just gonna stand in the fire because that's good raid practices. Not really, don't do that. Your raid leaders will get mad. There we go. There's so much fire. Oh, I have a magnetic core apparently. I mean, okay. I don't think I've ever killed something other than Memoron and looted it during this fight. So we're gonna have a counter for a little while. Any counters you see pop up, it's because I have Deadly Boss mods and all of the expansions for Deadly Boss mods installed. It will warn me that I need to dodge things and stuff like that, even though obviously dodging things is not important here. And Moonfire kills the top. The emergency fire bot's still trying to put the fire out. Apparently I'm silenced. Okay. Right. Yep. Slight miscalculation. Okay. We pushed the button, which made it hard mode, so we got 2 boxes. Pattern. And nothing else. So now we will go back over this way. We're gonna avoid these bombs. Now they're mildly inconvenient. When this was current, they would absolutely kill you in one hit. It was terrible because you had to know how to play Frogger, and if you'd never done it in Naxxramas, then yeah, you had never done it in Naxxramas. Which I will not run on this character. Maybe one day, but that day will be a difficult watch for some people. I drink heavily on the character that's going into Nax, so the screen is blurry. Because the spiders give me nightmares. So I actually intoxicate my character to the point where she cannot see the spiders, and therefore I cannot see the spiders. Works really well. Okay. So now we're going to go down and we're going to kill Yogg. He's not going to give us the head. because he doesn't. I wish that I appreciate model updates. Let me tell you that. But they updated all of the spider models and made them more realistic, and I think that that was unnecessary, honestly, because there are now spiders in the game that will actively give me nightmares if I look at them in the face, um, which is a little bit ridiculous. And I mean, I know that it's a game and everything else, but you know, you can't really control your phobias. Can't really control how you see things and how much they scare you. So it's rough. Also, this guy has a terrible achievement that I have done, but it's awful. I love the smell of Serenite in the morning because it takes forever now, especially now. Oh, we got two things. We are all about the BOEs today. I'm gonna have to actually pick through my. I'm actually gonna have to pick through my bags so that I can sell the things that are not BOEs because I've gotten so many BOEs. I have to be careful of it. Okay. So Yogg-Saron used to take like a bunch of the ads killed on top of Sarah to make the spawning start. It now takes one. Because, you know, Blizzard actually recognized that people didn't want to kill a whole bunch of those. Um, hmm. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm on. Oh, there she goes. So. She's scary. Oh no, Fiend of a Thousand Faces. Okay. Um, so here's Cthulhu, or it's an elder god, so, you know, close enough. We just kind of run around. Sanity used to be a thing. You'd lose sanity in this fight. Nobody cares now. You have to be kind of careful about it, but not too careful. So we're just going to kill all these things. We're going to ignore the sanity mechanic. We're going to take all of these out, and when you take these out, come on. Then you go this way, because it's open. We go in here. We kill the brain. I get teleported out. And now he doesn't have a shield. I'm stunned because of the skull and whatever. Nobody cares. And now he's dead. We still have the stun. You can see. Oh, it just fell off. Good. So he's going to talk. Blah, blah, blah. And now he's dead. Very slowly because I'm lazy and I don't hit purging. Okay. No head. We knew that was going to happen because it doesn't exist. We did get a fragment, and I will say that it was the only fragment we got this run, which is incredibly unlucky. This boss is guaranteed to give you a fragment, so I knew I would get one from this boss, but it's very unlucky that we didn't get any fragments from any other boss. So now we're done here, which means we can leave. And we're gonna leave. Let's do that. We will go to Shrine. We will teleport to Stormwind. We will empty out our inventory some. And then we will go to the next raid. As we're doing the heavy hitters today. Heavy hitters of Yogg's Head, and some other things. It's just a question of some of the raids that are longer are not great, but the unfortunate reality is most of the mounts are gated behind really long sequences of fights and suchlies. Uh, so we want from here, we want to go out. Can't do that here. We'll do that. Just give us a little bit more speed so that we can get out faster. There we go. Go over here. We'll just fly this way. Take some water while we're flying. Nobody has finished a legendary today. When somebody has finished a legendary, or this one particular one we're going to work on a little bit now, Stormwind is full of blue dragons, which is really cool. I've gotten that legendary, so I've seen that for me, which is really cool. And I'll see it again when this girl finishes hers. So, let's see. Anything that's going to give us a set appearance for our actual set, we are not going to sell because we probably don't know it. But it's hard to say. Usually I don't sell until the end when I'm completely full, but I'm going to Firelands next, and Firelands drops a lot of gear, especially on heroic, so we will run out of room in our bags if we do not sell. Anything that's going to be for selling on my alts or anything like that, we will mail that after everything is done, because if I mail it after everything is done, then I can do it all at once instead of mailing bits and pieces. See, I love that this ominous pile of snow is supposed to be worth something. I already have 3 of them because I didn't cage the last 2 that I got. So I have 3. I can't even learn this until I learn one and then ship it off to the seller. That may happen for Firelands too. There are definitely some pets in Firelands, but they're a little bit more stingy. No, we are taking Mizzy Cat to Firelands because in Firelands there's a toy. There's a toy that drops from one of the bosses. You can only get it as a druid. So whenever I need to go and run Firelands, I always take the druid because, well, I mean, sometimes I take the mage because I also want cloth appearances, but 9 times out of 10 I'm going to take the druid because I want the toy that drops from the boss. So that's much more manageable. We now have 120 inventory slots again. We've made almost 1,000 gold already just from selling a little bit and just from doing a couple of raids, so not terrible. We're going to go through this portal. And this is going to take us over to Mount Hyjal, and then we can fly down to Firelands and go play with the spider lady. I mean, honestly, Bethelak is not too bad for a spider in this game. Nerubians are not nearly as horrifying as the regular spiders I've found, even with the model updates, which I guess I find very interesting in many ways. Regular Nerubians, anyway. The Nerubians that they put in for Legion that are more elfy, I guess. Those are creepy because they're more spidery in some ways. Yeah, I don't know. I think I heard them say it that way in game, Hyjal, and so that's why I pronounce it that way. Usually, that's where it is. See, and I'm not used to that, the dream walk thing. Because I didn't really do class halls on this character, which I really need to do. Class halls on all the characters that I haven't done them yet is definitely on my list of things I need to get done because I want the mounts. Because we always want the mounts. So, just so that people know where I'm sitting at, I have many mount achievements. We're going for no stable big enough, which is 350 mounts. Um, we're not close, but we have to just keep grinding out everything. Awake the Drakes would help, but this particular Drake, the Blazing Drake, we have to do that by doing Spine of Deathwing and then killing Deathwing. And when we do that, I will have a guest on stream who has offered to do Spine with me. Um, there will be guests on the WoW streams um, because some things are just not conducive to doing them by yourself. Oh, and the reason we don't do pet collection on the reason we don't do pet collection on stream is because I have Master of Minions, so I have over 1,000 unique pets, and actually have 1,147 unique pets. Um, I've only not collected 251, and some of those are actually uncollectible because they came from things that I can't get a hold of now. It's one of the reasons why I was really happy about the fundraising pet, other than the fact that Doctors Without Borders is amazing. Um, okay, we are on heroic. Good. Um, I thought that Bananas was a pet that I was never really going to get a hold of because it was a TCG pet. It was a card game pet, and I just don't have the money to spend on pets like that. But then they made it so that you could get it with the donation, and that's amazing. It really helps me as a pet collector. So this character is not exalted with Avengers of Hyjal. I have a few that are. Um, Rags is going to yell at us a lot. We don't care. We're not going to work on summoning Shanox until after we've killed other things. So yeah, and I have a demon hunter now. Because A, class halls, and B, demon hunter. So I do have one. She's my leather worker actually. Um, my rogue does have fangs, but I was helped to get through spine every week. To make sure that I could get my fangs done. So we're going to keep our game a little bit zoomed out so we don't have to look at the spiderlings' faces because they're gross. And they die and make horrible sounds. And we don't like it. But it's okay. This is the only area in this place that is like this. So that's why we do it first. So that we do not have to... Ugh, gross. So that we don't have to worry about it. We just do it first. You're still alive, so I'm still in combat. It is very easy in this section to kill many things and not kill everything. And then you get trapped in combat. And this raid is really open. So getting trapped in combat to where you can't mount up is horrible because it takes forever to get anywhere. Especially when you're moving across like I'm going to be. It's very important to make sure that you didn't get combat bugged. Let's see. This was the worst pull in the whole raid. I was raiding this in a progressive raiding guild, a progression-based raiding guild when it came out. This was the worst pull, one of the worst pulls in the raid. It was very easy to die on this pull. So I take a slight amount of satisfaction whenever I do that pull and I just blow it up, because I remember how many times I died to that pull. Alright, so Bethelak, got Bethelak. It is bad. It is a bad trash pull. So, we put your bleed on. You're gonna bleed up there. Let's see if you actually come back down or if I need to go up there. Okay. That's going to take care of that. You're going to come down, and you're dead. So, the spinners, they despawn because she's already dead. More BOEs. Okay. Did we get the... No. There's a shield that I actually have the original of still, I believe, that drops from this boss called the Ward of the Red Widow. That's really cool looking, actually. Have it in my... Let's see. Oh, it's because it's offhands. Because she can't wear shields. So, which is fine. Alright. I always forget. Yes. Rags. Rags does have a mount drop. It's actually why I'm here. Rags has a mount drop, so the things that are good in this particular raid. Rags has a mount drop. Bethelak, Shannox, Alis Resort, Bethelak, Shannox, and Fandral definitely, at least, have pet drops. Alis Resort has a mount drop, which I already have. And I think Balerock has one too. It's been so long since I came in here farming pets that I'm always surprised when they drop from bosses that I don't remember. Oh, you're still alive. Sorry about that. There we go. That's better. So, we're in this for rags. Theoretically, you don't have to do very much for that, but unfortunately, to make the bridge spawn, you must kill all of the bosses before it. Ugh. You must kill all the bosses before it, and that just takes a minute. I love that we got a ring drop. Let me just say, like, if I'm making money as selling transmog and just farming everything. I used to, on a regular basis, go through all of the LFRs and every difficulty of the raids from mists up, and just sell it all for money and would make thousands and thousands of gold. But I can say that because I made money selling transmog, there is no money to be had for the most part in rings and trinkets. Now, it's a little different now because of the squish. Levels are very different. So it's hard to say if that is still accurate. I will probably look into it, but when you sell things and you're not selling them as gear, you're just selling them as appearances, you don't really care. You don't really care if it's something that you can sell as gear because you just don't really mess with that. It's hard to... Like, there's a certain amount of diversification that can happen, but if you... creepy. But if you try to spread out too much in what you're trying to sell in the auction house, you end up selling a little bit of everything and things don't sell very often, I have found. But some things I can sell pretty well. Pets. Some transmog. Transmog moves really slow though, so it's definitely an investment. Where are you at, Shannox? Oh, there you are. So I remember this boss too, from way back in the day. The dogs. It was all about dog management. And now it's like... It's all about dead management. Oh, look at that. I learned an appearance. Fantastic. That was worth it then. Did not get the pet, which is a smaller version of this flaming dog. We will cut across and work our way backwards from Lord Rylith, who was broken for a really long time. Oh yeah, wrong form. And now we're aggroed, unfortunately, which is fine. I will say though, because level is key in overpowering everything in World of Warcraft in most instances, I love the fact that if you try to hang out in this lava, it doesn't matter that this is a level 35. Oh good, a necklace. It doesn't matter if this is a level 35 area. The lava will nuke you. You will die. You cannot heal yourself fast enough to not die to the lava eventually. It just takes time. Because lava and some other things are aggroed. They're percentile based. So it's going to take a percentage of your health and it doesn't care what your health is. You can have 2 million health, but if it takes 30% of your health every time it ticks, then it doesn't matter how much of your health is. Let's see. Get anything there? No. I mean, I guess I could do Alyss Resort first. Alyss Resort was my favorite fight in this raid. I raided this as a shaman. I was actually an elemental shaman. But this was my favorite fight in the raid because I was always on the team that flies. And now you can kill her before she even gets into the air like that. You don't have to fly at all. But that part of the fight was really fun. You would fly up into the air and chase her around, doing damage to her while the people on the ground did ad control because of the things that were spawning on the ground. I was really good at it, and I really enjoyed it. It was super fun. Oh, there's Fandral. We can't kill him right now. They're gonna teleport us if we try, so we'll just do this. We can run up to him. No, we can't. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Alyssa, who decided that she wanted to be a firebird. So now she's a big firebird. Slightly scary, but not really scary. Just gonna have to wait for him to stop talking because he takes forever.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, she's big and scary. Terrifying. Not really. Come here. Come on. She drops feathers. You can use the feathers to fly. We don't care. She's dead now. And dead. Let's see. Well, she didn't drop the mount twice. So that's something. Because that's always insulting. When the mount drops and you've already looted it. Especially if you're with somebody else and you can't trade it to them. It's offensive is what it is. So, we did get another Eternal Ember. We need Eternal Embers to make the legendary Terragosa. So we're up to 11. Probably making the money today that I'm going to spend on the sands to buy sands for her legendary. Because the sands are expensive. Alright, so now we got this guy. Big guy. You have to be careful about him. If you kill him too fast, he breaks. So we're just gonna auto attack, like, slowly, slowly. Hit him once. Put a bleed on him so he bleeds. We're gonna do that so that he doesn't go into the lava because we don't want him in the lava. Now he's a big guy, and now he's dead. So. This boss is how we knew that the time walking was broken because you couldn't kill him. How do I not have Avel's Shanker on this? Okay, whatever. I can't believe I learned an appearance in here. That's crazy. I've run Firelands so many times that when I learn appearances, I'm always surprised. It doesn't matter what character it is. If I was running it on my Paladin and I got an appearance, I would be shocked into speechlessness because I have so many appearances for my Paladin from these old raids that when I finally find things that I don't have, it's shocking. Alright, so now we go back over here where we've killed everything so we don't have to worry about accidentally pulling stuff, which is good. And we go in here so that we can kill Balrog because he is annoying and he is blocking our path. You can kill Balrog without killing any of these ads. You can go right past him and just kill the guy. Like that. Pick up all the stuff. We will let the cutscene play because we're gonna go across. I'm still talking to us. We don't care. Shake the orb. The ads are still alive in the cutscene because I did not kill them. Fun fact, you can skip this cutscene, but even if you skip the cutscene, the bridge is still in this state when you skip it, and you can't actually run onto the bridge right when you skip the cutscene because the bridge isn't there yet. So, it's almost not worth it. I mean, sometimes it's worth it. And this achievement is terrible, but I already have it, so we don't care. You have to have 2 people anyway, so. Alright, so I actually had the option to make my cat, this cat, look like these cats in the barber shop. I like it, it's just a little bit much for all the time. This doesn't fit my aesthetic. Alright. So they're dead. He's gonna come out. He's not gonna drop his scythe, and he's not gonna drop his toy because he's rude. He's probably gonna drop his pet, which I already have like a million of. And now he's a cat. Okay, now he's dead. Right. So, let's see what we get today. So, no toy. No pet. No scythe. Bandrel, you're rude. Alright, now we're gonna go in here because we gotta kill Rags. This is why we sold, because I'm pretty sure our inventory would be close to full if we hadn't sold. I actually didn't kill most of the trash in the opening area, which I do sometimes if I'm trying to really get a bunch of money. I'll kill all the trash. Also, this ad was a raid wiper. You came in here and you're like, okay, we're gonna kill Rags. And this ad didn't look too bad, and you're like, yeah, okay, big flame guy, we can handle it. Absolutely wipe the raid. Like, easily wipe the raid. If you were not careful, easily wipe the raid. These worms could also wipe you, but it wasn't as easy. The flame guy, oh yeah. We're just gonna do that. Oh, well, okay. Thank you. Alright. Here he is, Ragsy Rags. He's gonna have a phase 2, because we're on heroic. La la la. We're just gonna kinda... He will always do a splitting blow. Even if you get him down to this, he will always do it. It doesn't matter at this point, but when I was playing during the time, if Sons of Flame actually made it to the hammer, then you know everything was ruined and we would all die, because that was... Alright, he's gonna finish this. I came too soon. He's trying to escape. Oh no. This is supposed to be... Okay. We all saw the skull in the front, right? Skull in the front. So he's broken. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Wait, no. Okay. Okay. Are we done? Wait. World of Warcraft. So that he's down. I'm not in combat. This will not drop the bird because I guess it's not on heroic, but I put it on heroic. Okay, thanks Blizzard. But I did get a few things. Yeah, says it's on normal. All right. That's fine. Because I got a staff. And I didn't have this staff. And it's a really cool staff. So, we're okay with this. Yeah. So that means we're gonna go to Panda. Like that. We're gonna take a couple minutes. And then we're gonna go to Panda. That's disappointing that it was bugged and it took my setting, so I can't get the bird, but that's okay, because he wouldn't have dropped the bird anyway, because he's garbage, so whatever. We'll go out here, and you'll sell again, and then we were going to go to the other raid that we're doing today, which is a really big one, and I think I can do it on this character. I'm pretty sure she has it unlocked. We will find out together. And if she doesn't have it unlocked, then there are always other options. I mean, I can always do Siege of Orgrimmar. Not really my favorite, but it can be done. Not really high on my list of things I would like to do, though. Have to go to a totally different area. I have to look at my map, actually. Probably before I fly off, I'll look at my map. Oh, let's do that. Because that is going to tell me whether or not I have been to where I'm trying to go. And if I haven't, then we'll find that out before I fly over there. Don't waste a bunch of time. Okay, let's... That should be good. Okay, clean that up. Good to go. Map. Well, it's open. That area is open. I guess we'll go find out. We are going to try to go to Throne of Thunder. I do not know if she has it open. It may be that I was running Throne of Thunder on the mage. I don't know, but we will find out. And if she doesn't have Throne open, then I will probably open it up before next week so that we can run Throne. Because I don't have the mount from Horadon, and I don't have the pet from the snails. And there's also a mount and a pet from the bird. Many things. Whoa! Oh, that's because of the, yeah. So I have rare scanner. It's gonna yell at me when I pass over rares. There is an achievement to kill rares in... Needs to be updated. There's an achievement to kill rares in Pandaria. I finally got it finished on my main character. It took forever. I spent a lot of time camping. That's one of the people. Some of them I still kill if I run across them, though, because they drop pets and mounts and all sorts of other stuff. So, let's see here. Pandaria, really cool zone. Really cool expansion. I think my favorite zone in Pandaria is probably Kunlai is probably my favorite zone. I have a lot of good memories of that zone. So that would probably be my favorite out of the different zones. With Dread Waste being a close second, because Dread Waste is just really spooky. And I like that, because that's my aesthetic. I have that spooky vibe that I really enjoy. I am hoping that I have this open. If I don't, I have a plan as to what I'm going to do. So, let's see here. Many things, many things, many things. No, it is not. So, if I had opened this, which is probably this, there would be a portal right here so that I could go to Throne of Thunder. But we don't have that open. So, let me see here. My tracker. What does my tracker say? Oh, we can do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do those. So, since it is the second half of the stream-ish, let's change it up a little bit and we'll do a couple of dungeon runs. They can only be done on, they can only be done on heroic, so we can only run them once, which is fine, because they will be very easy to run. We're not going to get anything from them either, because as we've seen, I have very good luck in getting gear, but I do not have good luck in getting mounts. We do not need to run the original Karazhan. I do have the mount from Attunement in original Karazhan. I do not need to run Tempest Keep. I do have the Phoenix from Kael'thas. I also have his white Hawkstrider from Magister's Terrace. And I have Baron Rivendell's mount out of Stratholme, so I don't have to run that either, which is good because it is a struggle. Any dungeon that is, you run it on normal because it drops things on normal and it's a little bit long, is just, I usually don't work on it. It's one of the reasons why I'm missing mounts from those, because I just don't have the patience. Now, some of them are okay. Vortex Pinnacle's okay because it's the second boss and stuff like that. But Stratholme, before they split up Stratholme, because that's when I got them out, Stratholme was an eternity. Like, now you've got your two different sides. It's not quite as long, but it was an eternity when I was running it in Wrath. So we actually don't need to go anywhere different. We can be here, because the things we're going to are close to here. I try to be have a little bit of variety when it comes to where I'm farming, just because if you farm the same thing, even though theoretically, if you want the mount, you should farm the same thing every week. And I know that. I mean, the probability of the mount drop doesn't exactly work that way by we've killed this many mounts. We've killed this many bosses, so we're destined to get them out. Doesn't really work that way. But if you're not killing it every week, then you're missing a chance because it's a weekly reset. I just don't have the patience to run through the entire list every week. It would take hours and hours of my time. So I have to pick and choose. This is the thing I'm going to go for this week. And if I broke it up over multiple days, then it would probably be better, but it still would be kind of trash. So I'm not here for that. Life is too short for me to slog through doing something when I don't want to do it at all. I would rather spend my time doing the things that I want to do, which is why this character is not max level yet, because I've been trying to get her to max level, and I just don't have the patience to consistently level her because I made a bad choice. when it came to how she was going to level and how she was going to level in Shadowlands. I made a poor choice with her, and I chose Threads of Fate instead of the story. And I am not a Threads of Fate person. I need the structure of the story. I have determined, because I just wander off when I'm by myself and doing Threads of Fate. I just wander around and don't actually get anything done. Um, so yeah, I mean, if I actually buckled down and did it, I'd probably have a max level character. But yeah, well, what can you do? Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different because this is actually Legion, which is not that many expansions back. So this might be a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. If I have to turn into a bear, I will, but we're going to make sure our dungeons are set to Mythic. This needs to be set on Mythic to have the chance to drop the mount. There's actually more than one mount available in this dungeon, but I don't need the Hellbane mount because I already have it. I got it during a guild event because my guild is awesome. So I am not being paid to say that. This is not a paid promotion. Just because I'm an officer and the raid leader, that doesn't mean I'm biased in any way. I'm totally biased in every way, but you know, it's whatever. Okay, so we got to go through here. We're gonna kill these. They're not actually gonna hurt us. They're just gonna take us. They're gonna take a second because we're not good at being cat or anything that takes effort. Right. So theoretically, I could possibly do this faster. I actually really love the Opera House. The Karazhan Opera House music is my favorite music in the whole game. It plays in my garrison in WoD, and it will forever. It's also Halloween themed, which is, you would think that I would not have the Halloween theme in my garrison because it spawns a giant rare spider that just crawls, ghost spider that just crawls around in my garrison. I think I've gone the wrong way again. Ugh, I always go the wrong way. It's fine. So, yep. Okay. So, I always have the spider up in my garrison because the spider drops a toy, and that is why I had it up in my garrison. We did go the wrong way. That's okay. Look, I'm not great with directions. If anybody who knows me really well knows, I do my best, but me and directions are not super friendly. So it's alright. It's fine. I mean, these drop better loot than the stuff I've been killing, so I'll get more gold this way. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, die. Thanks. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is my favorite area for more than one reason, and one of my reasons that this is my favorite area. This is Barnes. Barnes is the stage manager. We love the stage manager. Like, we love the stage manager. He's my favorite character in the entire game because he's a stage manager, and that's his job. So we talked to the stage manager, and the stage manager is like, I can say I'm not an actor. This is accurate. And then the stage manager, I would never say this to someone as a stage manager, by the way. I'm like, no, it's fine. You're a natural. We'll just put you in the show. You'll be okay. And then I'm like, all right. So he's going to get the audience ready. We're going to see if it's the one that interrupts him or not. Here's the curtain. We're waiting for the curtain.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's feature presentation.
Ah, yes.
Tonight,
Aha.
we meet two lovers born on opposite sides of Sentinel Hill.
So every opera house event is based on a famous play or musical. This is West Side Story. It's also called this is called Westfall Story. Um, so there is Westfall Story. There's one based on Wicked. There's one based on The Wizard of Oz. There's what's that one? Oh, Red Riding Hood, because the original ones were kind of based on fairy tales. These are more based on shows. So now we have the two gangs. Here we are. We gotta fight this guy. We gotta fight this guy first. He's gonna be unhappy with us. We're gonna see how this boss goes. I haven't fought a boss. It looks like it's gonna be fine. And he's gonna play it cool, and all his gang ruffians. So now, this is Maria. Or she's a Murloc in a dress. They're gonna send their bubbles at me. We're gonna ignore them. We're gonna fight him again, and then here we go again. So she's down, quote unquote, because her health is gone. I think I don't have to kill them. Ah, yes, Beauty and the Beast. That's another one that they have. I thought I did say Wizard of Oz, though. Okay. So now they're all still attacking me. But they stopped. Sort of. So she's finishing her lines. I mean, I'm not worried about you guys. If you guys want to attack me, that's fine. Because I can kill you. But you're all going to leave. I did bug it probably a little bit. Because yes, I did say Wicked. Wicked is also a thing. I don't need that. That's plate. I can't wear plate. Can't wear plate. So, here's the stage manager again. When you play the original, here we go. When you play the original Karazhan, when you come in for the original, you come in this way, talk to Barnes, and then he opens the door, and you do it this way. And then he transforms into like a suit because Barnes. So we have to kill the crew. I know it's not good, but they will try to eat us if we don't kill them. So we have to kill the crew. Don't like it. But we also get to kill the actors who are over dramatic and do poetry slams. You gotta try to not get hit by them. And then they explode. Okay. Because they're dramatic. Because they're actors. But we are going to... One of the best things about... Because here's the originals, right? The originals were Romeo and Juliet. So, Romulo and Julianne. Because these are the ones that are in the original Karazhan. All standing around back here. I'm gonna get rid of these actors first, though. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. And here's the Dorothy. And you've got the witch and everything. More actors. And then right there you have the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf is famous in World of Warcraft because it has one of the most recognized lines that are used in add-ons, lines that are used in many things. So if you run up to the big bad wolf right here, you can say the thing. And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, come on. He's like, I don't do that anymore. I'm like, please, I'm a fan. Here goes.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
And that, every time you're doing upper, higher end content, and you run into something that is trying to kill you, it's like an exploding effect from the boss. Your add-on, if you're using DVM, which I do, Deadly Boss Mods, will say that to you. It'll tell you to run away. In the original fight, you would be Red Riding Hood. They put a red hood on you when he was chasing you, and he would say run away, and you would have to run away because if he caught you, he would kill you. Which is really rude in the end, but you know, whatever. So, because we're not clearing the whole dungeon, we're gonna kill these backup singers. Because backup singers. We're basically making our way through this area. We are not going to kill the maiden. We are not going to kill Moros, more likely than not. We are after, we're after attunement. We're after that mount. Because there is a second attunement mount in this instance. And I will have one of them, but I do not have the other. So, theoretically, I could run this once a week, like everything else, because it's a mythic, and try to get it, but I don't come in here that often. Clear the area, because Usher, sorry. I don't like killing crew. But they attack me, so I can't do anything about it. Because they're just trying their best, even if they're skeletons. I mean, I've seen some theater kid ushers. They don't eat a lot. Let's see here. They don't need food. Theater kid ushers run on, like, adrenaline and show tunes. That's it. They don't need food. But if you feed them, they will eat like they've never eaten before in their lives. I mean, they do, but they don't eat. So, I mean, shots fired. But I'm just saying, if you feed them, they eat like they've never eaten before because they're always hungry because they are like, no, I don't need food. It's fine. I'll have another coffee out of the vending machine and a pack of chips. I'm good. Give me sugar. I'm good. I know how it is. I don't have the energy to do that anymore. I need my foods. I eat now. I know, right? Ugh, so many. Eat for a little bit, and then you're just super wired. We're gonna just pull all this going across because whatever. I will say that I could be more crazy with my pulls, and I know that. I am very conservative, and I always have been. Because I don't like to die. Fun fact, I don't have a lot of deaths on most of my characters because I am very diligent about not murdering myself if I don't have to. Alright, so this is just like the regular one, where if you don't kill the horses and you pull the boss, all the horses come and they kill you. So we're going to kill the horses because they're higher level than the original Karazhan and we don't want to die. I mean, they probably won't kill us, but it'll be annoying, so we will try to avoid that level of annoyance. And then, after we do this one, we're going to go out. Yeah, okay. We're going to go out, and then we're going to go to another dungeon that has been in the game for 1,000 years, and I still don't have the mounts for. And they're not going to drop today, but you know. You have to try. Let's see here. Alright. I wish these things dropped loot. They don't drop loot, and I don't like that. Don't make me kill things. Like, if they're critters or little things with half health bars that aren't real health bars, that's fine. But if, like, if you're a real monster, everything should drop loot. Even if it's just gold. I don't want to waste my time on you if you're not going to give me any reward for it. Not in this game. Oh, I actually took damage. I am missing health. Oh, ooh, that's fancy. I did pull a bunch of them at once. They still don't really hurt, so. There we go. That killed most of them. Kill this guy. And then we'll pull that. See if we can get a mount. Alright. Here he is. Midnight. It's this mount. This thing he's riding on. That's what I get. All his friends from over there are gonna come. That's fine. We are on fire. That's fine too. I enjoy the fact that the huntsman is attacking me, but the horse is already down. Or wait, no, the huntsman is dead. He just died in the middle of all that. Well, alright. taking more damage from these guys with hammers. You'll notice he disappeared, which is slightly worrisome because I didn't get to loot it. But it's okay because when I teleport, I would assume, since I killed it, when I teleport, I will have mail from the postmaster. And then that mail will contain what I should have gotten, unless it was just gold, and then it's just gold. So, since it decided to disappear on me, I guess we will go... yeah, no, it was a really fast despawn. I don't know why it was that fast. It's very odd to me. I wish that the entrance over here was open. I would just run out that door because I don't need to hearth for this, but I also don't want to run back through everything because I'm lazy. So, yeah, I would say it. Oh, no, because if I get nothing, if I had gotten nothing at all, like I could always put in a ticket and be like, hey, this despawned. What the heck's up with that? So the postmaster sent me this mythic relic, which is garbage. So we did not get the horse, because if I had gotten the horse, it would have been in my mailbox. Then it was not, so par for the course. We are going to go this way. We don't even need to be a cat because we run crazy fast because it's a shrine. We're going to go back to Stormwind. I would think the postman would have some of those already. If that is how that despawn's going right now. Because that's crazy. That was really fast. I haven't seen a boss that still has loot on it despawn that fast. So, it's probably a setting that got broken somewhere. Alright. Now, we're going to go to Zul'Gurub. Because there are two mounts I don't have in Zul'Gurub. Zul'Gurub has existed since time immemorial. And I have two mounts that I don't have from Zul'Gurub. Because I never go to Zul'Gurub. It's super easy. And I never go. Oh, waterlogged chest just showed up. I don't care. It's fine. I don't need it. We're going to fly over here. And maybe we'll get a mount? I mean, I've gotten a decent amount of... You can see from the loot appraiser that we've actually gotten a decent amount of stuff today. The items that we have looted, the value of them approximately, including auction house prices, is approximately 10,000 gold. So, and we've looted almost 1,000 gold just in currency. So we definitely are doing pretty well. We started the day with $0, 0 goldies, and we are now at 1464 just from selling what we've picked up and from looting. So, not terrible. I mean, it's not great. It's not money that's going to break the bank or anything, but I am a firm believer that little by little you will accumulate enough money that you can do anything you want if you're persistent. Duskwood, Spooky Land. Yep. Fly into the jungle area in Northern Stranglethorn. There is a dungeon right here. And you can tell how much she has actually explored simply because of how much of her map is being highlighted as we go, which is fine. So, let's see here. Ho ho ho! I actually had to have something moderated. Maybe I'm getting popular. Not really. Oh, there's a person here. He is riding a mount that I will never see. That is a scary mount. That's okay, though. I'm not really big on it. I've seen it around. People are like, "Oh, that's really cool." I'm not huge on this mount, so it's fine with me. But then again, this is how I end up having not enough mounts to get achievements. So I'm like, "Yeah, that mount's okay. I don't need it." So let's make sure our dungeon is set on heroic, I believe. Let's click out of the window for a hot second and look at our list just to make sure. Uh, Heroic only. Yes. So that is the difficulty we want. And we still have backspace. So in we go. So we don't care about achievements in here. I mean, any achievements we get in here are going to be new because she's never been in here before, ever. Um, let's see if the poison actually hurts. No, the poison does not hurt. So we're just going to go this way. There's a dude over here. We gotta kill him too. You can mount up in here, but I always forget. Oh, okay. I always forget to change back into whatever form I'm supposed to be in to actually kill things. So, yeah. I mean, I don't need to kill these bosses, but this is probably the last thing I'm going to do on the stream today. So we're just going to kill everything in here because I want achievements. Come here, if it's... Come here, you. We may actually learn appearances if we can get things that are... He's still talking. He's dead, though. He's a dead man talking. Let's just do this. Boop. Alright, so... You got the troll. He's freaking out. We don't care about that. Let's go this way because one of the mounts we need is up here. This particular thing was a nightmare for 5-man groups. And still is in some ways, I would assume. If you get hit by a boulder, stuns you, does damage, doesn't really... Ooh, invincibility frames. Doesn't really hurt now. Was a real big pain back in the day. So we're going to go over here. And apparently there's a bunch of appearances from these random mobs, which we're not going to farm right now. That I don't have because I haven't gotten those drops. Alright. This guy. This guy drops a mount, so we're going to kill him. Maybe he'll give it to us. I got an achievement because I've never killed him. Defeat him without killing Ogan. That is because I hit him so hard that he just died. And he did not drop his mount. He dropped wands that I cannot learn the appearance of. And he dropped 2 of them just to ram it home that I can't learn mount appearances. Or wand appearances. Which is rude. Oh, that's right. Right. So now we'll go this way. That's 2 bosses down. The other mount that's in here that I don't have is a cat mount. And I have yet to see that mount drop for anybody. I know there are people that have it. I am not one of them. All these guys are immune because they're going to turn into snakes. Or we're just going to kill them and they're not going to turn into snakes. Oh. Okay. I know that one. But that's worth a decent amount of money, apparently. Excellent. Alright, we can't do that because we're not an archaeologist. Oh. No, well, we don't care about the fire. It does not hurt. It doesn't even hit us for the most part. Okay, so now we are going to go over here and we are going to kill the lady that can possibly give us the cat mount. I don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, I've never even seen this cat mount, but I mean, maybe it could be. It's probably not going to be, but that's okay. So we are going to run in here and one-shot her because she does not hurt. Um, this fight was a real beast, and I spent a lot of time dying to the cat ads in this fight. During this expansion, I was a healer. I was a paladin healer, which was not great. They had just put in holy power, and they didn't really know what they were doing with it. And oh, a little bit of a disconnect issue. That's fine. We're only going to have issues at the end, obviously. Really? You're going to drop rings? Like, you have a mount and you have leg appearances, and you're going to drop rings? Ugh, fine. Whatever. Let's see. It's 247. I think the best use of our time, since we only have a few minutes left. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. I have a plan. Plans are terrifying. I shouldn't actually have a plan because plans never go well. But that's okay. We got this. Let's find... Let's go and kill something that I know we can kill, that I know I don't have the drop from. Ooh, excuse me, Mr. Man. So. Tempting. Tempting. Nope. Also tempting. But I don't need anything from there. Let's, well, it's not a mount, but we talked about it already today. Let's go to Molten Core, and we'll see if we can get pieces of Thunder Fury. It's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's just not. Like, no bindings are gonna drop because I'm deliberately choosing to go to Molten Core. So no binding pieces are gonna drop. I've accepted this in my heart, but it's okay because I haven't done much Molten Core on a little girl here, so I should be good with getting appearances. Oh, but we're not going to kill Rags. A, I don't have time for it, and B, I don't want to kill everything else. We're just going to kill Gar and Baron Geddon, and we're going to see if we can get bindings to drop. If one piece, if a binding drops from either one of these bosses, I will go over and I will kill Rags. That is how I will kill Rags, if a binding drops. If both of them drop, I don't know what I would do if both of them would drop. Mute myself, probably, because I would be screaming. That's probably realistic, that I would mute myself, because I would be screaming. I definitely do not want to blow out my audio as much as I have tried making adjustments. I do not want to blow out my audio. Why? Why did I do that? We can fly in here. Ah. Let's see. We're gonna go way down here. Hey there, Lothos. I don't care about attunement to the core. Just send me to the core. I don't need you to attune me. I just need you to send me. So let's go this way. Yeah, I know it's not gonna happen. Like I'm not gonna get either of these bindings, but because apparently I've never been in Molten Core before, considering the fact that I'm now neutral with the Hydraxian Water Lords, and I'm getting rep from killing regular mobs. That means this is a new experience for this character, which is good. That means I may have not done this on a character that wears leather, so I can actually learn leather appearances, which would be cool. That doesn't mean we're going to kill extra bosses, though. Like, it's just not going to happen. Not today. Maybe have a thing. I might do a thing where I do all of the raids and dungeons of a particular expansion one day. That'll be a little bit of a longer stream, though, especially if it's classic. Because there are so many dungeons in classic, and some of them are very, very long. Even after they've been quote-unquote shortened. Cough, cough. Black Fathom Deeps, Cloth Cough, Wailing Caverns. So, I wonder, the really bad dungeons, quote-unquote, that I really don't have a problem with, are the ones that are water-based. Do you think that's a Legend of Zelda reference? That the bad dungeons are the water dungeons? Is that an Ocarina of Time reference? Ooh, that's a nice buckler. Because, I mean, Sunken Temple is better than it used to be, too. And Sunken Temple used to be really bad. It was terrible. And took forever. Okay. Here we go. Gar. Kill him and his friends. Wee. That's fun. Kill these dogs. Alright. So, let's see. What do we got here? Not only did I not get a binding, I didn't learn any appearances. I got everything for somebody else. That's about right. So let's go over here. We'll kill this dog because he's in the way and he's mean and angry anyway. Because we are not about killing dogs. These aren't really technically dogs. They're like demons. I don't know. It's weird. I don't try to understand how World of Warcraft works in that way. So that's the guy. We gotta kill him. He's gonna charge around here for a hot minute. That was entirely unintentional, but I'm not sorry. Okay. I guess I kill this guy while I'm over here. He drops stuff. Give me your loot. I didn't learn anything. Game. Why? Okay, here we go. He is down. So I didn't get a binding, but I did learn an appearance. And I don't even think... Yeah. Okay, it is from Geddon. But I can drop from many things. So, we did get an appearance, though. No, it's okay. I'm about to wrap up because it's about to be 3, so I need to wrap it up. I do have a WoW event that I'm participating in tonight, so I have to take a nap before my event because we're going to go run Maw and Torghast because Maw and Torghast. Gross. So, yeah, that's about it for today. Thanks for coming out for this. I'll be doing stuff like this on Wednesdays in general. There are many, many things that I have yet to do in the game. I have many things, but you'll notice there are things that are grayed out. So we're definitely going to be working on gathering more stuff with this cat and probably with my mage as well. So thanks you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you have friends that you think would like weird stuff, You can have them follow me. Friday, we're gonna. Okay, so actually, very important that I do this before I cut. Friday, we're playing World of Horror. That stream is going to actually be an hour late because I have an appointment. That game is very strange. This is your warning now. There is a lot of weird Cthulhian horror stuff. There's some body horror. It's all black and white for the most part, and it's all drawn. It's based on Japanese horror tropes. And it's like a point and click kind of adventure with some combat. It's a very interesting game. I'm very excited to play it, but I know it won't be for everybody. So I just wanted to put that out there. But the stream will be an hour late on Friday, and I'll probably run an extra hour to compensate. So, yeah, I'll see everybody later, and I hope you guys have a good day. See ya.